Bears did make a move. They traded Roquan Smith, the guy who has gotten a lot of discussion around here, a guy who's coming up on his walk year, his free agency year, leading tackler in the NFL, just a beast of a player. The Bears did trade him to Baltimore for a second-round pick and a fifth-round pick, which the Ravens, you and I were talking about this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You have Lamar Jackson coming up to free agency as well this year. And you just put a lot of resources into getting Roquan Smith.
Yeah, and you're going to have to pay him $20 million a year.
You know, in the NFL, you're not giving up a second-round pick and a fifth-round pick for a rental.
Yes.
That's not the way it works.
Agreed.
It's interesting, man.
It is interesting. I don't know their cap situation, but I doubt they have $80 million lying around. So, is this a sign saying that they're not going to re-sign Lamar? That is the thing. From Baltimore has always done this, where they go out and get a defensive guy. They always add to their defense, make their defense formidable.
They'd rather pay all their defensive money before they give out any of that offensive money.
And that's what it says to me, is that they're not willing to sign Lamar to a $50 million deal. Is if you're bringing in a guy, like you said, giving up a second and fifth rounder for him, and are going to have to pay him $20 million a year to keep him.
They have just under $40 million in cap space next year.
Yeah.
So you got to choose. Even if you franchise Lamar, you're paying him a 40-ish. That's all your cap space right there, and that's with Lamar under a franchise
this move
tag.
Just tell Lamar and his camp which way they're going to go because of the second and the fifth.
No, you tell me, man. What do you think? Because they're not giving a second and a fifth for a rental. This isn't the NBA. This isn't the NHL.
How are you reading that if you're Lamar Jackson's agent, which is himself?
I mean, what else you gonna think, right? Like, that's what you don't say oftentimes is louder than what you do say.
So let me, obviously, trade deadline. I look in the Woodward Sports chat thread about some people saying, Holmes has to make a move. Holmes has to do this. Are we in a position to do anything?
No,
and I saw that earlier. Paul Thomas, WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Inexcusable. Brad Holmes doesn't make a move today. What's the move, Paul?
Yeah.
Like, again, this isn't the NBA and the NHL. What's the move, Paul? Tell me the move you want made. Because we get, and Spence, I'll put you on the spot a little bit. We get stuff sent to us about what the move should be made. See, this is why I wanted to bring this up. We need to get in the real world, okay? We got people out here telling us about how the Lions should trade Hawkinson to Tampa for Kyle Trask in a first-round pick. You're not. You're not getting that. Roquan Smith just got a second and a fifth, so you're gonna get a first for Hawkinson. Like, come on, guys. Let's get in the real world here. So tell me what the move is, Paul. Are you gonna trade Hawkinson? What do you want for him? 3 seconds? Like, come on, man.
You might get a fifth rounder.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The draft pick isn't the haul for trading a guy like Hawkinson. Getting away from having to pay him $9.5 million is the haul.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
That's next year.
I know, but how the times have fallen.
Like that. So tell me the move, Paul. I await it. I want to see it.
No, I'm with the money, because the money's not there. You preach it all the time. You got to get the money off the books moving forward. It's almost more.
Hold on, D-Mac. Paul says, the real world, we are the worst team in the league, and doing nothing gets you the same position. No, don't tell me what you think. Tell me the play. Tell me the move you want made. Where you at on it?
I think he nailed it. The fact that we are the worst team in the league, that we got nothing for anybody else to offer you anything of value.